Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. Good morning to everybody out there. Thank you for joining in again for this wonderful session, wonderful class that we started about two. Okay, today is the third day. Passion to profession. Yesterday we had a personality coming to share our own experience and motivate us on how we can move forward from our passion to our profession, making our passion also pay for us at the end of the day. Yesterday, we spoke about aligning our passion to what people need outside in society. So today, we also have another guest, another personality that will be coming up to share his own experience also. But before then, I would like to introduce us to what we have today, and that is passion meets purpose. That's what we have today. What does that mean? Passion without purpose is like a car without a steering wheel. It has energy, but no clear direction. That's why today we will be using tools that will help us filter options and get clarity on what really aligns with who we are and what the world needs. I remain yours, Dr. Rashida Adetun Okeolanio. I am a family sustainability consultant, at the same time, a teen coach. What do we do? I am the CEO of Freya Lamity Academy, and what do we do there? We try as much as possible to help people maintain, build, and sustain happy homes. And we also know that catching them from cradle is what really matters. At the same time, if you want to have a full sustainability home, a fun-filled one, a purposeful one, then you need to find a way to link your passion with your profession. Turn it from passion to profession, and so that you have a fulfilling life. And that's why we are here today. Today is the third day, and like I said earlier on, we will be looking at passion meets purpose. Example of what passion meets purpose is what? For example, you are good at organizing. What is their struggle? People struggle with time. What can you do for them? You can offer to plan events for them or become a productive coach. At the same time, you can also be a digital planning tool. You can create it for them. Discussing this further, we will be having our personality. I think is he has joined us. That's Mr. Ibrahim Olanino. Fridaus, do we have him here? Has he joined us?
Yes, ma, we do.
Okay. So I think we can bring him in now so that he can tell us more about what passion meets purpose is all about, and it can also motivate us. Are you ready to read his profile and introduce him?
Yes, ma.
Okay, please go ahead.
Mr. Ibrahim Olanio is the lead analytics and awareness e-business at Jais Bank PLC. You are welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Frida Solania. Please confirm you can hear me
Yes, sir, we can.
Yes, we can.
and you can see me as well, right? Okay, well done. Yeah, good morning, everybody, and hope you are doing well. Yeah,
Yeah, good morning. We can hear you.
that's fine. My pleasure to be here to join like-minded personalities.
You can go ahead, Mr. Ibrahim, or do you have a slide to share?
Oh, I didn't hear. Have you said something? I didn't
Please,
really. Yeah.
okay, please go ahead. Please go ahead. You had
Okay.
like
What's the question asked of me?
okay. I thought you had a slide where to share, or I don't know. But if you don't have one, there's no problem. You can just give us your motivational speech on how you were able to meet, how you were able to align your passion, meet your purpose in life. We understand that with your profile, we understand that you are into the digital world. At the same time, you work with a particular bank, and that's what we want to know from you.
Okay. Thank you very
How did you
much.
find yourself there?
Yeah.
Maybe
Thank you
go
very
into
much.
it.
Okay. Great. Great. Though I was given a topic to discuss on monetization and market fit, but it's fine. I think I'm sure you're starting this note perhaps to kick the ground running. Sometimes I would like to make this into maybe while I talk about myself, maybe try to chip in some ideation of what young generations could do to actually um, decide. Give me 1 minute. Sorry, just 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah.
Okay, so he said we should give him some minutes. In view of that, we can continue, but I will appreciate if we can put on our videos as usual, so that we can know who we are speaking with and who is responding to us. This is a very interesting class, and you have all been showing a lot of energy from day one. We have so many tools that we can use to understand our passion and make it meet our purpose in life. And one of those tools is the passion wheel. The passion wheel,
Sorry, apologies.
please go ahead.
I'm back. Yes,
Okay.
yes. I'm actually in the office, so I had to take excuse to join this live call. Yes, please confirm you can see and hear me.
We can hear you.
Okay, great, great. So my name is Ibrahim Olanyo, like Firdaus, the moderator, rightly said earlier, and I'm the lead for digital and awareness e-business Jais Bank PLC. And it's my pleasure to be amongst young minds to discuss with you how the journey has been so far. I didn't just get to Jais Bank like that. It's been a lot of um, efforts, preparation, and what have you. I actually studied computer science from Apelbola University, Ado Ekiti. Uh, then, people were thinking, oh, you have to be in IT, writing programs, being networker, or maybe database management, or what have you. But interestingly, people now say, how would you study computer science? You're now working in a bank. Yeah. One good thing about the financial industry, which is the bank, is that we have visually every kind of profession you can actually imagine. Everybody that studied all kind of profession, wherever they are, you find them in the bank. And that's why you see fit into the e-business division, which actually talks about, I'm sure many of you have heard about startups and what have you, startup, fintechs, digital banks, mobile app, USSD. So that's the section which actually handle in Jais Bank. And it's been a whole lot of experience over the years. I've spent about 6 years in the financial industry, gaining different exposure and knowledge to making sure that the financial institution I actually handle is actually one of the best in the country, if not in Africa. So I don't know how you want the session to go, Mrs. Rashidat Olania. So is it going to be a kind of question and answer section? How do you want it to go? I've done a brief introduction of what I do, where I currently am. And let's see how do you want the session to go so we can actually flow accordingly. I could see other moderator facilitators on this council as well. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. You have been able to set the tone for us. We are going to open the floor for our students here to ask you questions about what you do. At the same time, I also know that sometimes ago I had somebody telling me that you don't have to go to university to study IT. You could just go to Ikeja and have the practical experience there. You don't need to go to the school to go and study for about 3 or 4 years. What can you say about that?
Yeah. It's interesting when you see beautiful question coming from beautiful minds as such. And really, in today's world, permit me to use, we have left the idea of just certificate, and we are now in the realm of certificates. That word "sabi" means you know how to do it. Now, many times you see a lot of graduates that are graduate data, but they are not grounded in the practical way of it. You see them just the basic theory of what they've learned. And you see someone that didn't even go to the walls of university having this right skill to even scale, to even respond to solving problem holistically. I'll give you an idea. Well, whatever feedback I give, we are not saying it's best for people not to go to universities. No, it's very good to be a graduate, to have your BSc, to have your BA, your whatever degree you have, masters and what have you. But we are not saying the fact that you didn't go to university means you can actually not make it in life. That's what we're actually saying here. So we have a whole lot of billionaires around the world that many of them went to the university. At a point in time, they just jettisoned away. They felt like university is not their thing. And one of them is Mark Zuckerberg. I'm sure that majority of these young people uses Facebook, they use WhatsApp, they use Instagram, and what have you. So the founder of Facebook, which is now called Meta, he didn't actually graduated from school. He actually went out and felt that this problem he wants to solve is actually more than what the university can actually give to him. So we have a whole lot of them like that didn't really graduate and they actually step out and drop out and they're doing something beautiful, including the founder of Telegram as well. So many times people say, oh, do I have to? Okay, I didn't have a chance to go to university. I always advise them, you don't have a chance to go to university, make sure you learn a skill. So when you learn that skill basically will help you, will give you a brilliant idea and will help you to have a market fit and how to make money. What is important there is actually how to make money. What I used to tell young people is that I actually went to university not to make money. I went to the university to get educated. So that is that education that now makes you stand out from everybody. If you are a graduate and you have a skill to us, so it makes more sense because the way you are going to do your own thing, your own business might be totally different from how someone that is not educated does his own thing. Your level of packaging will actually be different. I hope this my feedback responds to that beautiful question that the person have asked.
Oh, thank you very much for your response. I don't know if we have anyone here that would like to ask him some questions before he takes his leave.
Yes, ma, I would like to ask him a question.
Please go ahead.
Go ahead. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so
Yeah.
you said you studied computer science while in school. Did you ever imagine ending did you ever imagine working in a bank? Or what was the turning point in your life that made you go into fintech, into the bank career?
Beautiful question. Motekiat, right? Did I pronounce your name very
Yes,
well?
sir. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
well done. Beautiful question. Your question is very spot on. When I was in university, Gaskia, I never thought about working in the banking industry. That's the truth. I never thought about it. When I was in university, if someone had told me, would you like to work in the bank, I'd have said no, because I'm a programmer, this and that. But interestingly, as it happens, when I finished with my university, what I actually did was this. I went to learn a skill called digital marketing. So that skill, digital marketing, exposed me to so many things about technology, the internet, how people can sell from anywhere in the world, and you can have customers from all over the world. Just like this, we're having this section now. When the COVID actually came on board, then you could see that was when digital marketing actually exploded, where people believe that, oh, I can even be in the corner of my room and I can still be selling to customers all over the world. So that skill really gave me the chance. And when the bank now called, oh, they need someone that can actually take the bank to the next level. That was why I actually got the opportunity. I joined the bank, and I was actually the first digital marketer the bank actually have. I was the first digital marketer the bank actually have. And from there, we start to learn a lot of things and start to learn about technology, start to learn how to learn about the mobile app, digital platforms, and I got so much interest in startups and fintechs. And we start to build the bank from there. So that interest of that digital marketing skills I learned actually made it easy and seamless for me to fit into the banking industry. But I already have that skill. So that skill made it easy to actually blend in, and I was able to maneuver and understand the industry. And from there, like you say, the rest is story. Hope that responds to your question, Mr. Kenneth.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. That's so inspiring. Also, I also have one more question. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so we're discussing passion with purpose. So do you think passion changes with time or does it stay the same with but the purpose evolve?
Beautiful question again, Mr. Kias. Really, you are right. Passion actually changes with time. Sometimes, I'll use myself for an example now. When I was in school, my passion was to be a programmer. Do you understand? Like I studied computer science. The only thing I want to do is build website, write code, build applications, solutions. That was my passion then. Nothing was coming to my head again. The only thing I actually excuse me, the only thing that was in my head is how do I build the best application? How do I build the best of this, the best of that? But that passion, actually, when time comes, or when I now had opportunity to come to the bank industry, I had to reshape that my passion from being a programmer to being a solution giver. So I wasn't doing programming, but I was helping programmers to write solutions that they could use to solve a lot of problems. So I'll refocus my passion from wanting to be a programmer to being someone that is a solution driver, working with other programmers alike. So when I saw that, oh, I'm not more a programmer now, I'm actually more of a business industrialist now. So I have to change my focus to fit in what I'm currently doing now so I can actually have more passion in it to drive more focus. So that new passion I have in solving problems, helping business to grow and thrive is now my new passion that I actually need to have more focus. So really over time, depends on the situation of time, passion could actually change. But I'm not saying in all circumstances, no. Some circumstances may warrant such that passion may be the same from the beginning to the end. But as time goes on, as new opportunity comes in, you have to start having new interests and new focus that will actually change your initial passion that you may have. But it's always good to actually have good passion from that onset and nurture that passion as time goes on. Right.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you
Thank
very
you so
much.
much.
Hope that responds to your question.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Before you take your leave, Mr. Ibrahim, can you share with us, was there any time in a part of your life that you felt like quitting, like there was no way forward again? And what did you
Hmm.
do?
This is a very beautiful question. The truth is this: there will be challenge at one point in time in everybody's life, and it's always good to have, let's say, one thing I have in my mind is whatever place I find myself, I'm always grateful and thankful. So really, I could remember then before I actually gained admission into the university, I actually spent 4 years in the house. I spent 4 good years after my secondary school. There was no admission. But one thing I did for myself is this. I was telling myself, that, are you sure this university is my calling like this? Are you sure I'm going to go to university like this? I don't think university is my own. Oh. I've been writing jam. Jam is jamming me. We're jamming ourselves. If jam is jamming this out. Jam. I say, what kind of one is this like this? So I kept learning new things, new skills. Then I didn't give up because that point in time, a lot of challenge actually came to my mind, just like every young person too as well. Imagine you 4 years in the house after that 4 years that you're supposed to use that computer university to even start working, serve and what I do. So I didn't allow that to actually determine me. No, that really gave me more chance to actually learn more things, to mature, to grow. So when I actually got to university, I'm already prepared for university. I'm prepared. So day one like this, I hit the ground running that I was able to have good stay throughout the university. At the same time, in the university also, challenge also came on board. And one challenge that happened when I was in university was, we did one course then. Let me even make you laugh. One course, chemistry. I can't forget 100 level. I got a very low mark in that chemistry, very low mark like this. And chemistry was having 4 unit course. I got, United in score, I won't tell you the score, but very low mark, sha, but it was very low. So at that point in time, it was 100 level. I was thinking about it that, if in test that is actually over 40, I got not even D said is E. It means exam. I have to read extra. Oh. So that time, I told myself that this is a challenge, but I must find out how I will actually come over this. So I started to refocus what I used to do. I started to give more time to chemistry. I started to believe in myself that I can actually do better. And long story short, I came out with a, I think, is it B or C? The exam, I almost scored all everything. And I was the one that did bad in the test. But because of how to feel that, yes, Ibrahim, you can do this, you can actually achieve this, you can actually do this. And that really gave me a whole lot. Then let me tell you one last one again. When I was in university again, then I was the president of the most, they call them Amir of the MCAN. So then the school actually didn't give much time to opportunity to maybe the Muslim fellows then, we are having a lot of challenges then. So I told myself that as the Amir of each university, in my own time, we are going to have the MSS week. This thing I said with play like this is not a small play because I actually have to struggle with the vice chancellor. I have to struggle with the founder of the university. I have to struggle with the Christian in the university. I have to struggle with everybody because they like, how will you people do MSS week when we know that this is not a Muslim or Sharia school? So that time, I told myself, and I told my fellow escorts, and I said, Inshallah, we are going to do MSS week in this school, whatever it takes. So then they were now asking, Ibrahim, how will you do it? Will you go and do it outside the school? Will you disappear? Will you do this? I said, no, we are going to do it in this school, inshallah. So I now remember when I came on for that first semester break, because it's going to be a second semester, yeah. So I quickly went to University of Lagos, Lasso. Then I don't know who the Amir was then. I can't even remember his name. When I met him, I said, Amir, hey, Timio, this is me, this is that. We want to do MSS week in our school. But our school don't give much chance to the Muslim chance to do things like that. So I mean, now give me an idea. I now asked him, how do they do the MSS week in Lagos State University? So he gave me an idea. I now saw something that actually struck my mind. That the first day of the MSS week, what they do first is to do sanitation. They will sweep the old school of Lasso. All the Muslims will sweep it. They will tell the cleaners not to come to office. They will now sweep everywhere. So when I say, wow, this idea is really making sense to me. And I told myself that, can we do the same thing in my university? I said, okay, yes. I now went back to Abuad, Abuad University. When we got back there, I now went to the principal, the vice chancellor, you know, vice chancellor, see what we want to do as MSS week and what I say, in this school, I don't think so. So something else, someone I told my other ESCO that let's go and meet the founder. Let's go and meet Babalola. Let them Babalola. They say, are you sure? I said, let's go, let's go. So we go to the Babalola, that is the founder of Babalola University. We met him on, I can't forget that, it was on a Sunday after the MSS weekly activities we do. We now go to his office. People like shaking. I mean, I didn't shake. You should be on their name. I'm going to talk to you. I want to tell you what I do. When I now told him, I said, sir, we want to have MSS week in Abua. I said, eh? Which Abua? I said, yes, for your school. I said, but sir, wait. Oh. Do you know that the Muslim is going to sweep the whole university and make it clean? And no cleaner is going to come to office to work that. They said, are you serious? I said, yes. We want to make sure that Muslim take care of all the cleaners in the school, make sure everything is neat. And do you know that was the driving force that actually changed everything? And long story short, the first MSS week held in that school, and the founder himself and the vice chancellor and his wife and everybody came to the dinner of that maiden MSS week that we had in that school. So if I've been deterred by fear of it's not going to happen, it's not possible, they're not going to allow this, imagine what we would have lost because of such. So sometimes this really is always good to turn fear to passion. That's the advice I will have for you. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Ibrahim.
I have a question, ma. Sorry, ma.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. So my question is, what advice will you give to students studying computer science today?
Hmm. Beautiful question. Is that Fridaus? That Fridaus Olania?
Yes, sir.
Oh, great. Beautiful question. You see, during our time, things have changed. Oh. University in those days, you see computer science people writing computer program in notes, higher education in paper. They don't have practical knowledge. How will you be writing program on notebook and what have you? But now, the advice I will give to today's computer science, information science, information technology, and other IT related people is to make sure you use the internet judiciously. The internet is a big space for you to learn. Many people spend time on YouTube, on TikTok, on LinkedIn, but they spend the time wrongly. There's a lot of libraries full of knowledge of skill you can learn on YouTube that will make you go from zero to hero in computer science. And make sure that whoever is studying computer science today actually understands what is the skill of today. Now, the skill of today is tilting towards artificial intelligence. You hear AI here, you hear AI there, you have big data, you have blockchain. So it means while you're learning this, you have to be up and running and make sure you learn the latest skills that's actually running. So your programming skill, your networking skill, make sure you are always up and making YouTube your friends. There are a lot of tools, libraries that are free of charge everywhere that you can actually use to learn this thing. But make sure you put priority and learning on digital mediums, and you have a lot of certificates. Certificate actually makes you outstanding and different from other people. And you have a lot of free certification you can do, like IBM, like Microsoft, like LinkedIn. You can learn a lot of skills on those platforms free of cost, just your internet and your phone, and you are good to go. So make sure you are updated. Because in this computer world of today, if you are not updated, most likely you'll be outdated. Hope that responds to your question, Finas.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other question from anybody?
Okay,
I didn't
thank
hear
you
from
very much,
Abida. Is
Mr.
Abida
Ibrahim.
here? Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you
Thank you
very
very
much.
much. We continue to pray that Allah increases in knowledge and continue to guide you. Thank you for sharing your words of
I
experience with us.
mean, you're welcome.
Jazakallah
You're welcome.
khairan.
Oh, yeah. So I'll be taking my leave now.
Thank you,
I
sir.
just
Bye.
wanted to
Yeah,
say
bye, everybody.
advice.
Bye, 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 guys. Bye, guys.
Jazakumullah khairan, sir. Bye.
So let's go back to class where we have our passion wheel. Can you all see my screen? Is it bold enough? Is my screen bold enough? Can you see it?
Yes, ma.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So we have a passion wheel here. You know, I mentioned earlier on that our passion. Okay, so let me go back to it. Our passion without purpose is like a car without a steering wheel. And now we want to get the wheels that will help us to get our purpose and make it meet with our passion. And that's why I have this wheel here. So this wheel, if you have your journal with you, you can also draw a wheel and see yourself there as the driver, holding your steering wheel. If you look at the wheel very well, you realize that it has how many parts? One, two, three, four, five. 5 parts on the wheel. And what does it consist of? It consists of the passion, the dreams, your hobbies, your values, and your skills. That's what it consists of. The activity here we are going to have is you're going to fill each of these segments. That's your passion, the dreams, the skills, the values, and the hobbies. You are going to fill it with your answers. And we are going to be able to look at the pattern and overlap it. Now, see yourself as a driver. You have your passion within you, and you are driving towards your purpose. Now, this wheel is what is going to help you. You're going to direct your passion to get to your purpose. And that's why we have 5 different segments in your wheel. As I said earlier, it is divided into 5 parts: the passion, the dreams, your skills, your values, and your hobbies. While we are trying this one to, while we are trying making it to meet each other, it will also help you know which one of it keeps showing up every time. So let's go to the main exercise, and I'll be using mine as an example. Here, my own passion wheel I is known as Olori's passion wheel. So my car is the plate number of my car is Olori Adetun, and is what I've bring to my wheel is Olori's passion wheel. My passion: I love to build sustainable family, coaching and mentoring youth, writing and storytelling, teaching, and of course sharing knowledge. That's what I have under my passion. Now look at yours and put what your passion is all about. Insert it into your passion wheel. That's the part that is marked blue. When you are done, you can put in the chat box and let me know if you are done, because I would like us to take it one after the other so that we all be on the same page. Am I audible?
Yes, ma.
Okay, thank you. Those of you joining us on YouTube, you can also play in the YouTube chat if you are done, so that we can all move together to the next part of the wheel. Okay, so while we await you, Mutaki, are you still here?
Yes, ma. I'm still here, ma.
Okay, thank you. So let's go to the dreams. The other side, the other segment of our wheel. That's the right hand side where we have the purple shade. It says that, what are my dreams? My dreams are to publish impactful books, scale Royal Amity Academy globally, create retreat centers, becoming a family sustainability consultant, and inspiring millions of people. One of my dreams, I've been able to achieve it. And what is that? I've been able to achieve becoming a family sustainability consultant. Another part of my dream is publishing impactful books, which I've also started. Another part of my dream is scaling Royal Amity Academy globally, is in process. These are my dreams, and I've been able to achieve. I've achieved one, the others are in progress. Now look at yourself and put it down. What are your dreams? What are your dreams? Put them down in the purple shade. Let me know when you are done so I can move down to the hobbies, skills, and values. Fidas, can you check the YouTube if we have anyone, if we have any chat on the YouTube, if you have any comments?
Okay, ma.
So let's move to hobbies. On my wheel, the green part of it, that's the left part of my wheel, that's the green shade. We have I love to read inspiring books. And sincerely, I love to read inspiring books. I buy books. I buy books a lot and I love to read them. Another part is I love to journal and I have reflective writing. Yes, I love to journal a lot. And most of my life experiences and my teaching, my coaching are out of what I've been able to journal. I've been able to have in my journals, and I'm also helping out with it. Journaling is a very good way to also sustain and meet your purpose. Learn how to write all the time. I love to host workshops. If anybody that has known Olori will know that yes, when it comes to seminar, workshops, I'm always there. As in, I love it. I love to have international sessions with people. And what do I love doing again? I love traveling. Traveling is one thing that makes is a form of therapy for me. So I love to travel. These are my hobbies. And what are the skills that I have? I have public speaking and teaching skills. I design programs. I counsel. I coach. I create content. Even though my content creation is still not consistent, but I know that yes, I have the skill and I'm working to make it better. Another part is that strategic thinking. That is one skill that I know that I also have. And what are the values that guides me in all these things? What were the values that guide me? Number one is faith, as my faith and my spiritual level, integrity and authenticity. I love people that are authentic, and I love to be authentic myself. You don't have to go through a fake life to impress people. Be who you are. And those that will accept you for who you are will surely accept you. I love people that have integrity. I love people that have great growth mindsets and are always willing to learn. Another value that helps me is that I love to serve the community. And most importantly, my family comes first. And I think that's where I found myself in a profession helping to sustain families, building legacies that will live across generations. Of course, you can come back later on to watch the YouTube again and have your own passion wheel drawn with your segments. Moving to the next one, This is an assignment that will be sending in to the chat, to our WhatsApp chat, because I want to look at your passion wheel closely. My own passion wheel, looking at it closely, realize that there's a particular pattern that keeps repeating across multi segments. Number one, in my passion, I'll be going back to it as I'm saying it. In my passion, we have coaching and mentoring comes out there. When you go to my dreams, you realize that I also have becoming a family stability consultant and inspiring millions of people. When you go to the skill, you realize that I have counseling and coaching also. When you go to my hobby, you realize that we have reading inspiring books, journaling, and reflective writing. And when you go to my value, you realize that I love to serve the community. So all these things, they are interwoven. My core interest that keeps up showing is guiding, teaching, empowering others, either through writing, speaking, coaching, or having a structured program. Those are my core interests. And if you look at my passion, very realize that they are all surrounded by this. Now, teaching and mentoring. Each segment contains a back team that I already have. It contains something that has been in me for a very long time, but now it is exhibiting itself. Knowingly or unknowingly, all these things will start showing up if we start taking note of who we are and accepting who we are. The next part of the tool that we'll be looking at is called the Ikigai mapping. In fact, this Ikigai mapping, I had to buy the book and I read through it properly. You know, I've been hearing about Ikigai mapping here, but I was like, okay, this is something that I want to really go into. And I decided to buy the book. In fact, where I bought the book, I think I was just in yes, I was in every traffic that day, and I saw these men that usually sell books along the road, and I said, "Okay, Ikigai, this is the book I've been looking for," and that's how I bought it. What does Ikigai help us to do? It tells us to know what we love, what we are good at doing, what the world needs, and what we can be paid for. Again, what we love, what we are good at, what the world needs, and what we can be paid for. Remember that yesterday we also had an exercise of what we can be paid for, where we were able to pull down the things that people need around us, what society needs around us. And that's what Ikigai is helping us to also understand better. The activity here is that we are going to place our answers in each of the circle. Then I'm going to show you the diagram of how we can spot our sweet spot. I call it the sweet spot, but that's where you will love. Your overlapping part of it is where your Ikigai lies, and that Ikigai is your sweet spot. Why is this necessary? Ikigai mapping helps us to filter which parts are worth pursuing deeply and which part does not worth pursuing deeply. This will also help us to remove the part of us that gets confused and to put us on a straight direction to meet our purpose. Now, this is how the diagram looks like. It's a Venn diagram. It's a Venn diagram. What you love, what you are good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. And in the middle where they intersect is where you have your sweet spot, knows as the Ikigai. Are we on the same page? If yes, please type in the chat box that we are on the same page.
Yes, Maria.
Thank you. So example of this is somebody that loves to cook. The person loves to cook. The person is good at experimenting in recipes. What does the world need? The world needs an affordable, healthy food. And what can they pay for? The world can surely pay for prep services or cooking classes. In fact, people can pay for recipes. And what does your Ikigai say? It says that that person can become an healthy food entrepreneur. Now, I want to look to put yours down in your journal. Look at this Venn diagram properly, put it down, and let's see where your Ikigai lies. What is your sweet spot? I'll be waiting in the chat box to get your comments. The comment I'll need from you now is you putting down what is your Ikigai, which is your sweet spot. And if you have been going along with all what we have been doing since day one, this might not be it might not be difficult for you to be able to achieve it. What you just need to do is have your Venn diagram and put it there. Okay, to make this more interactive, I will be asking Mutekiyat,
Ma?
so far, so far,
Yes.
so far, what have you learned and how do you feel?
I feel educated about a lot of things. Like sometimes you can just be alone and just think of things you want to do, or maybe you are being inspired by someone. So you think of things you want to do, dreams you want to achieve. But I think writing it down, attending this class, having someone to guide you really like brings it out so you can like visualize it more.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your response. And I love those responses that you just gave.
You're welcome, Ma.
So, briefly, let's try to align our strengths and our opportunities. I have a typographical error here. I was supposed to write strengths. Well, no one is above mistake. Aligning our strengths with our opportunities is itself a powerful way to self-discovery and career navigation. It is a tool on its own, just like the passion wheel and the Ikigai. If you use the passion wheel, you use the Ikigai, and you use your strengths and opportunities, you should be able to get the same answer. While the Ikigai maps your passion, mission, vocation, your profession to find your sweet spots, the passion wheel helps you to break down your passion, your skills, your values, your hobbies, and your dreams. While your strengths and opportunity alignment helps you strategically connect your strongest ability to achieve your emerging opportunities. In the sense that strategically, after looking at your Ikigai, looking at your passion wheel, you need to know where your strength lies. And where your strength lies is going to help you push further to know the opportunities that are outside there and can be paid for. You can be paid for it. How do we structure the strengths and opportunities aligning to? This also has three columns. Our first column is where we have our natural talents or the acquired skills or our personality traits or even our expertise. That's where the first column lies. The second column lies what is trending. That is the opportunity at hand. What is trending right now? What is in demand? What does your, and the third column is your sweet spots. That's where your strength can plug into an opportunity. How you can apply it, how you can monetize it, and how it can be impactful. If you notice that everything we have been saying now has been interwoven since our day one. So the next activity, and hopefully I hope we will be able to come back to this YouTube to watch it again and have these activities done. The activity we are going to have here is we're going to take up our three top strengths, which we also did something similar yesterday. Where is the world already looking at for this? Ask yourself these three questions. Where is the world already looking at for this? Who is struggling with this problem right now? What small step can I take this week to connect my strengths to the need of people around? If you look at what Mr. Olaniyo said earlier on, he spoke about the chat GPT, he spoke about himself in the IT department, the IT, and he spoke about how he was able to align his passion to his purpose right from school. So this is it now. What does the world need? The world needs, we know that the world needs IT. And what else did the world need that they brought in? We needed someone that was going to make our writing easier, make our presentation easier. And they brought in Chat GPT for us. They brought in the AI for us. So which direction is the world looking at in your top three strengths? Which one and who is struggling? What's the parent that somebody is struggling with right now? You need to be able to identify that. And the next question you're going to ask yourself is that which step am I taking this week? Today is Wednesday. We are going to be closing our class on Friday. So which step am I taking to connect my strengths to what people need out there? What's the purpose of this? The purpose of this is for you to stop dreaming in isolation and start spotting the real opportunities. Stop in isolation. Stop dreaming that I'm dreaming of this. You know when you dream, when you sleep and you have a dream and you wake up, I had a dream, oh, I wish I could continue with that dream. If you don't move forward, that dream that you had might not be achievable. So stop putting yourself in an isolated environment where you feel is your comfort zone. Move out of your comfort zone, get interacted with people, and spot the opportunities that you can tap from and become something better that can also, let me say, pick something that can help you achieve your dreams and align it with the strength that you have. The strength you have is a gift from Almighty Allah, and you need to make use of it properly. I'll give you another example here. An example we have here is a woman who loved cooking but didn't think much of it. But during a charity drive, she volunteered to prepare food for 100 people. So it was just volunteering. She didn't think much about it. Like, okay, let me just volunteer. It's good to volunteer. I want to do this. And let me just do it for people just for free. That's it. But that experience that she had, the experience that she had made her realize that she had a passion that could serve the community. and even grow into a catering business. A lot of us have a lot of things in mind that we do for free, but we never thought about it that it is something that can also help others, that they can benefit from. So we have to sit down properly and see where we are volunteering and see how we can also tap into it and make it an opportunity for us. Don't be surprised. This is a place that you can also help the community at the same time monetize your strengths. For today, I don't know if you can see this properly, but I intentionally used to put my quotes and my takeaway in red to tell you that you have to hold it properly. Hold it properly in the sense that if they're just a sentence, one or two sentences that should continue to linger in you for a very long time. Our quote for today: purpose is not found in theory. It is revealed where your strength meets what the world needs. Also, passion becomes a purpose when it meets a need. Purpose is not found in theory. It is only revealed when your strength meets the world needs. And passion becomes a purpose when it meets a need. And what's our takeaway here? Passion alone isn't enough. Align it with services that create impact. Passion alone is I have passion, I have passion, I have passion. Passion alone is not enough for you. You have to align it with services that will create impact for it to be meaningful to you. For it to be able to monetize it, it has to meet an impact that is beneficial to society. Do we have, apart from Tekia, who do we still have here? I think network has jammed a lot of people off. So I would just ask Tekia, what at the end of today, day three, what's your feedback and how do you feel generally?
I feel I feel so good because I learned a lot. Especially the topic passion with purpose, and having passion alone is not enough. We need to figure out how it can all people. I also learned that yes, you have passion to do some things. You do some things voluntarily without even thinking twice because you love doing it. So how can we like tailor it into making money from it? How it could serve the community more and make it globally. So I have a question.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, so having passion to do something and maybe when you see that thing, you love it so much and say you really
Can you
want to
can
do
you
it.
type your can you type a question?
Okay, ma.
Okay, having passion to do something and you know you love to do that thing, but you have still not really figured out where to fit that passion in society. Yes, that's where I said the confusion can also come in. What's the passion that you have? Can you tell me the passion you have?
I have passion to create robots.
To create,
Robots.
I can't hear you properly. I don't know, my network is not.
I said I have passion to create robots. Can you hear me, ma?
To create new what? Sorry, can
To
you type it?
create
I'm sorry.
robots. Okay, ma.
To create robots.
Yes, ma.
To create robots, right?
Yes, ma.
Is that what you said? Yes, to create
Yes, ma.
robots. Yes. Yes. I got your question now. You have a passion to create robots, but you don't know where it fits in. Are you a mechanical engineer?
Yes, ma.
Good. So now when you talk about robots, there are so many ways that you can create robots without you creating the robot that walks around. Not actually you can a robot that walks around. But I know there's a particular part of mechanical engineering. Ah, there's a part of mechanical engineering that has to do with robotics engineering. It has to do with there was something I was discussing with some a student was not 2 weeks ago that also had the mind of creating a robot. Most of these things are yes in the control room. The control room. Your robot can work in a control room as a mechanical engineer. Have you ever thought about the control room?
No, ma.
So you need to read more about the control room. You need to read more about. I will send them to the chat, or we can discuss further on it. Other opportunities that you can get while creating a robot that might not necessarily have to be with an human robot that will do a lot of things, but you can have them do some things with instruments. But they might not be walking around sightseeing. Maybe that's what you were thinking of. But as a mechanical engineer, I will go and check my journal. I was discussing with somebody 2 weeks ago about this, and we were able to find some what the person could also do. Because the person also had the mind of creating robots, and we were able to narrow it down to what he can do with it. So you as a female also, you can discuss further on it and let's see where it really matches and what you can do with your robots.
Okay, ma.
Is that
Thank you so
fine with
much, ma.
you? Is that fine
Yes,
with you?
ma. Thank you so much, ma. Yes, ma.
Okay, you're welcome. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. Hopefully, I hope that those people that could not join us live can come back to the YouTube channel and have the assignments done that will be submitted. Thank you very much and have a lovely day. Mutekiat, continue with the
Bye,
good work.
ma. Thank you,
Bye.
ma. Bye, ma.